Hello and welcome back to Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO, and ultimately I decided to not go through Road D for now. Maybe we are going to check Road D after, we check Road E. Maybe we are going to be able to finish the game, and then we're going to just do extra stuff, extra content from around the game or something. But for now, we are just going to start a new game, and we're going to defrag the game. So yeah, also, yeah, let's just go in. Also, yeah, the moon was changing since the beginning of the game. If you guys have not checked this, go back with the videos and check this moon on the monitor. We started with the full moon and it slowly but surely was going into the eclipse. So yeah, let's move on, I think. Defrag this. And we can skip. Okay, everyone, wake up. Oh, I almost slept. God damn it. It took good few minutes to get skip button here. God damn it. We got something new, guys. We got something new. So... oh yeah, that was the pinky promise with he. Okay, I remember that part. Okay. Dark shadow falls over his heart. He remembers the words Nergal told him after he took over. Also, Nergal is... from now on, the bad guy, we remember from the previous episode. Sakuya Dad is not good. He remembers the words Nergal told him after he took over. Oh no, Nergal is this one. God damn it. Why there's so many people with similar name? My bad. And Nergal handed over the power of... over the power of death to he. Handed over. It implies that he gave you something from his biocomputer? Death, the power to slaughter. Those were firearms, guns, programs, code breakers, computer viruses. Oh, okay, in general, never mind. Trojan programs, worms, and Nergal account, Babylon's root authority. Oh, that's the first time I hear about this. When they parted, Nergal asked he a question. Yeah, and I can think of a famous, I guess, quote from from Fate, right? What was that? People die when they die, or something like that.
So, 生と死は表裏一体だ。死があって生がある。生があって死がある。
This is the same coin. There's life and there's life and there's death. People die when they are killed. Yeah, exactly that.
死を司るということは、死を生と切り離して、ごく純粋な概念として支配するということだ。
Detach death from life and control it. Okay.
だから死を生に持ち込んではいけないし、生を死に持ち込んではいけない。この意味がわかる。わからない。
Me neither.
死を理解しろ。そして死を愛せよ。
Okay. So he's just basically saying that death gives the meaning to life. That thing. He still doesn't understand the meaning of these words. I might not be able to keep my promise. He is thinking that. Okay. Okay, let's go back to several minutes of skipping, I guess. YouTube, be right back. Okay. We are back to basically the end of the game. And we've before asked if there's no other way. And I said on the previous recording that I don't know what the difference was, right? Between these two answers. There's no other plan besides substitution, or is there no other way? Like, it literally means the same. Like, is there no other way? We know that it leads us into, like, going into Enigma, basically, and getting into the infinite loop. And we are inside Enigma anyway right now. It seems like it's one of another loops. But we're going to check the other option. Maybe this is going to be the correct one. Maybe just in the first playthrough, we just went with the wrong one. So let's check if there's no other plan besides substitution. Like, is someone else, like something else can like substitute for Mutsuki dreaming? I don't know. Let's see. I mean, oh, this is probably again like Ishtar choice versus Yumi choice, I think. Ishtar size is an exasperation. Okay, so we have the okay, that changed nothing. That was the same. Okay, just dive in then. And we are back here. And this is the last choice that leads us to the bad ending. Both of these led us to the bad ending last time. Looking from Earth, at the Earth from the sky was Hinata perspective, and I'm looking from the sky from deep underwater was his perspective. I will go and check the thing that I did first time, so I will go with the Earth from the sky. So the Hinata perspective of the issue. Let's see. They say I can complete Road E, right? Okay. New stuff. Oh, yaoi. Oh, okay, so we have like a dream or something. We're visiting the Enigma. Okay.
バビロンとマルドゥークのために神と共に私が作ったムツキ本当に無事だったんだね
Yeah, for a year. For the next year, apparently.
Mutsuki.
Okay, do we like open this thing? Why it's so clear? No. Wait. Wait, we opened that thing actually? Wait. Why suddenly we can do that? But hey, wait, do we speak with Mutsuki?
迎えに来たよムツキさ
待ってお兄ちゃん忘れないでお兄ちゃん私のこれから言うことを絶対に忘れないで
Oh yeah, she mentioned that before. That I am here, right?
どうしたんだよどうかしたのか
I remember that.
いいから私の言うことを聞いて
Okay.
わかった
お兄ちゃんはこにいるよ
That's the password. Oh. That's the password. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That's why she said don't forget it.
忘れないで思い出さなくていいから忘れないで
Okay.
なんでそんな根性の別れみたいなことをせっかく再会できたのに
Yeah, Hinata's not aware that he's inside Enigma.
うん 違うの？違うんだよ、お兄ちゃん。
違う？
だって夢はまだ終わって
Yep,
ない。
pretty much.
え？
Yeah. Because the dream is not over. What is this? I can skip again. Yeah, we figured out the logout thing. I mean, not yet, but... Okay, we're back to this. Okay. I typed the passcode source I had just obtained. And we have Yumi perspective now. Okay. Last time we had here Hinata perspective and she was like keeping typing. And that was not the passcode, so let's see. Her perspective now. It took long, endlessly long, mind-bending lengths of trial and error to finally achieve. It was the words surrounding Hinata and Mutsuki's final memory before they parted. And it was the silent cry of Mutsuki-chan hearts as well. Furthermore, it was related to those words that dragged Hinata into this incident, and Onesama and I into this maelstrom. The magical words to awaken Sleeping Beauty. The words of the beginning and the end. A mere 10 characters, on which she condensed all her feelings. I am here. I only had to type a mere 3 words, and yet it took me an unusually long amount of time to do it. Oh, she's not aware that Marduk is like taking control over her body? She didn't even... realize that. Bizarre. Jojo. And yet, it felt like it took an infinite amount of time to get here, despite only a negligible passage of time. Alright. Earlier, when I immersed myself in cyberspace, I experienced a length of time much longer than what had passed in real space. Could logging into dreams perhaps be the same way? If you think about it, all we're really doing is hacking in the domain of the dreams instead of the domain of the cyberspace. So wouldn't that mean I'm still waking up from the lingering effects of hacking? One quick glance at the clock. Time is 4:01 AM, exactly as expected. Only negligible amount of time has... wait, what?
午前4時1分
Uh-huh.
ですって。
As the time tonight's total lunar eclipse began. That means it's not negligible amount of time that passed. It means no time has passed at all. And not even 1 minute has passed since logging in to the dream. What's the meaning of this? My hands stop unconsciously. Speaking of strange things, there's just one more thing that irks me. When and with what timing did you obtain this passcode source? Okay, so we have basically very similar realization to what Hinata had and he when we get here first time. Like, no time passed, like what is happening? When did we got the passcode and stuff? I clearly remember the instant we obtained it, but what after, huh? When we saved the dream Mutsuki-chan, from her pod, she told us herself. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? First, the Mutsuki-chan we are trying to wake up is yet another Dream Mutsuki. Second, we come from the higher world and we're just trying to get a passcode. Impossible. Yep, we keep logging in. Or logging out, depending on if we are in or out. I'm getting a very bad feeling about this. Time that had not passed at all. A seemingly endless amount of time to input the passcode. The symptoms due to the logging out. The passage of real time begins slow compared to passage of time in cyberspace. If you think about it, other way around, could it be possible for just one instant to pass in real time and be perceived as the near infinite amount of time in cyberspace? Yep, pretty much. If so, then this place here really is Right before I say it, I become unsure of an answer. Because I remember the words of the certain self-proclaimed Una, yet null fairy. Okay.
レムが誰か分かっちゃったら世界は確定しちゃうんだよ。今の状態で確定して本当にいいの？
That's important now? Wait. How realizing who is Lem is supposed to like trap us here? Because I assume like if we realize who is Lem, then we're going to be forever in this loop. So we're not supposed to know who Lem is. What? Why? I'm confused about this one. I'm really okay with everything getting set in its current state. No, we are not. This isn't the world we wish for. And that's not all. Lemchan was fearful that someone would find out about her intentions. And in turn, we are fearful that she will notice our intention. Yeah, the Marduk. She and someone are most likely the same being. Either way, we must not allow them to realize what's going on until all objectives are met. As the characters in the dream, in Muski-chan's story, we must keep deceiving her. Okay. I think over my thoughts in a secret once more. For now, let's assume this is still a dream. If so, then just how many times have we repeated the login process before that last one? Perhaps it was only after repeating countless login processes that we finally obtained the passcode source. In which case, this raises several questions. When was the first time we obtained the passcode source? Where are we headed? And that's not all. If this is indeed a dream, then that means we got here by logging in from up even higher. New questions. Where is the place we first were? Where did we get here from? To be honest, I wanted to discuss this with Hinata. I wanted to verify it. But that's not possible either. Doing that would yield a high risk of outing us to Marduk. Really? So I have no choice but to keep investigating on my own to unravel those clues. I try to shake off my unpleasant images coiling about my head. Calm down, chill out. We ended up getting our hands on the passcode source. There's no end, meaning there's had to be a beginning somewhere. There's no such thing as the endless loop. Ah, seems like there is. Infinite loops are nothing more than the empty furies. I mean, we have Mobius strip, which is basically infinite loop, so I think your reasoning is fundamentally wrong. Even the infinite corridor of opposing mirrors eventually reaches the quantum terminus, that is the endpoint, where the final photon can no longer reach. Yeah, Mobius strip, once again. It's just that you can see that end. It wasn't. We mustn't give up. If we do, that would truly be the end of everything. If we search for the solution without even giving up, the path shall surely be cleared for us. I cheer myself up with that resolution. Eventually, the final passcode is generated from the passcode source. Entering the final code. Low pitch sound bellows and the pod opens, okay? The time has finally come, the moment we wake Mutsuki-chan. Arise. I run up to her.
むつきちゃん。むつきちゃんよね。
Okay.
あなたは
Where's Hinata? Are you an Una or a Null? She turns this way.
わたし
Yeah, and we get the passcode again.
こ
Ah,
いるよ。
I'm shocked. Of course, this was still a dream. Was it correct to keep Marduk in the dark? My vision is gradually enveloped in light. Most likely the logout process has begun. Yeah, we got the passcode and we are going to log out.
忘れないで。 思い出さなくていいから忘れないで。
My jaw slackens at the sound of those words. I'm overcome with a gentle feeling welling up within me.
忘れないよ。安心して。あなたのこと忘れたりするものですか。
I'll use something to be forgotten. My sight fades away. I almost get the feeling that she's smiling back at me. The sensation of logging out, anxiety, isolation, rejection, loss, fear. It makes me want to cry out. As it is what an infant feels as it's birthed out of the womb and into the outside world. Oh?
誰か
Oh?
誰か私を
And save me. Ha! Recollections of the past suddenly springs up. Memories of our antics and criminal. What? Come and save me. This is what Mutsuki also said to Hinata, come and save me. Is Mutsuki trying to log out as well? Like, when we waking up Mutsuki, then she's also trapped in this loop. She's like logging out together with us. She's trying to get out. But we're in dreams of Mutsuki, so Mutsuki is in the dreams of someone else? And she's trying to log out from the dreams of someone... What? Okay. Okay, I think too much. Endless strings of characters scroll unceasingly upon the monitor before me.
どうしよう。
Okay.
こと聞かなくなっちゃったよ。
Apparently there was a mistake in the compiled program. It's fallen into the infinite loop of endless recursion.
どうしよう。こんなのお姉ちゃんに見つかったらまた何を言われるか。
Okay. I'm very frustrated. Absolute no amount of tinkering is working. Fun thing about the glitch that make like infinite things. Recently at my work, we found out that my company autoresponder was sending the autorespond message to other company, and their autoresponder sent message to our responder, and they just kept getting each other the messages, and we disabled it. We blacklisted the email basically, so it will stop as an emergency. And before we made it, like, they've sent to each other like 5,000 messages. That was infinite loop of messages. Absolutely no amount of tinkering is working. But Yumi just can't bring herself to reset or cut the power. It just wouldn't feel right. That would be like killing a newborn life. If there's anything I can do, I'd at least like to help it recover. Okay. Ishtar. This is the past, huh? At some point. Suddenly, Onesama appears next to me and peeks at the monitor. Yumi thought her heart was about to leap out of her throat. She reflexively leapt aside. One moment. Let me change just chat mode. Okay.
そんなに驚かなくたっていいじゃない。リーダー傷つく。
Leader sad. Onesama starts to draw a sad face in the air with her index fingers. But seriously, that would have surprised anyone.
ところで、どうしちゃったのこれ。実は。
You may explain the situation.
なるほど。リカーシブコールをね。
はい。リーダーが作ったプログラムをちょっと手直ししただけだから大丈夫だと思ったんですけど、どうやら呼び出しに行ったまま戻ってこれなくなったみたい。
Okay. I guess you forgot like a dot somewhere or something.
終了条件を間違って無限に関数を呼び出してるのか、戻り位置がわからなくなって迷子になってるのか。
Okay.
やっぱりリセットでしょうか。
ユミはどこをどういじったの？
Where exactly? Able to explain the part I modified.
それだけならこんなにはならないと思うんだけどな。
だったらどうしてなんでしょう。
ね、ところでさ、これ何をやるためのプログラム？
それは
Okay. End of flashback, so we don't know what the program was supposed to do. And before I realize it, I'm floating in the white fluff. Where am I? Anyone can plainly see that that it isn't central room where we were in. Has the logout process completed? But the place isn't familiar at all. Oh, there's Lamb. Hello. Suddenly, without any warning at all, Lamb-chan appears. Not Mutsuki-chan, but Lamb-chan. Lamb-chan looks at me with somehow solemn eyes. And I hear her say this.
バーチャル技術が発達してきたことによってこんなことを考えることがあるの。
So this is the Erish one.
現実とは何って。
Hmm.
我々はどこにいるの？果たしてこの世界、ここにいるの？
Is this world here?
感覚器官によってここにいる気になっているだけではないの？我々の体はただの感覚装置で本体は別に存在するのではないの？
This is clearly not the usual Lamb-chan. The only similarity in their external form. There's an entirely different person on the inside.
本当はどこか遠いところからこの世界を覗き込んでいるだけではないの？
Are you talking about your current self? That was the intended question, but an entirely different question comes out instead.
魂の行方ということ？
Uh-huh.
そう言い換えてもいいわ。我思う、故に我あり。その言葉で言い表されているように、デカルトは物心二元論を絶対確実な真理を発見するために、まず全てを疑ってかかり、その果てに見つけた帰結だったと言われてるわ。
And we know that you can actually exist as shadows, you don't need a body.
では心は、魂とはどこに存在するのかしら。かのデカルトは、魂の座を消化体、体内時計を司る脳の器官であると考えたそうよ。だけどそこに魂など見つからなかった。そこには天体の運行とは異なった25時間周期という狂いかけの時計があるだけだったわ。
25-hour timepiece? What do you mean 25? Wasn't the clock 24?
せいぜい時間という一つの軸を見るための目でしかなく。
The eye is mentioned. The eye. Meant to observe the axis known as time. And the eye is observing in the roads.
だとしたら魂の行方はどこに？
わからない？
ええ、わからない。でもね、これだけはわかるわ。私たちは確かにここにいる。現実がちゃんとここにあるように。
Okay.
でしょ？そうめいね。私もあなたのような考えがもっと早くにできたら過ちは繰り返さなかったのかもしれない。きっと彼女も。
Same must go for her too.
あなたは？
あなたたちなら世界のありようを定められるかもしれない。
Uh-huh. We apparently set the conditions already, right? We made competition on the other road, so it said that we've said everything, so...
あなたの信じる現実を最後までしかと見つめなさい。そして彼女を、彼を、
Kate, her,
私
he,
を、
me, all of
みんなを、
us.
世界のすべてを、
Okay.
幾億もの心を
Are you
導き、
supposed to be a messiah for everyone here?
心を
100匹目の猿はどこを示してくれるのかしらね。
100 monkey point too.
待っ
Where am I? I've transferred to another place yet again. Is this another logout? Is this reality? My vision suddenly clears. My surroundings become distinguishable. An instinctive cry. Couldn't help it. After all, just look. Oh, what the fuck? Where are we? Where I stand, in great numbers. We are in like mirror corridor. I love how Yumi is here in the back. Okay. Cool. So there I stand in great numbers. Me. I myself am looking at me. Who is that? Me? Who am I? Me. Then just who in the world am I? Where am I? A dividing self. Looking at me are countless me's. It's almost like a mirror house. Strangely enough, among the immeasurable me's are Yumis of the past, Yumis of the present, as well as Onesamas. The present me, the past me, the future me, the true me, and finally, the other me. What the hell? This is trippy. Is this mirror a mirror of the mind? Is this mirror a mirror of the truth?
鏡よ鏡。本当の私はどこにいる？
I have so much trouble following sometimes. Multi-layered world hypothesis. Oh my god, we are and this is Hinata perspective. Oh god. We had this like multi-layer like Fury back in Road A. It's going all circle back. Where am I? Where are you? Oh, we're back on the... Okay. Okay. We're back on the rooftop of school. Sure. And all of our counterparts are here. When they come to, they're standing there. Aoi, Hinata, Ishtar, Shinizuka, Mayumi, and he. The four have been separated once again. Just like on the staircase, they were separated.
ここは
But they were looking at the mirror.
教科学園の空中庭園。
Uh-huh.
現実に帰ってきた。
I don't think so. Like, I think we are still on acid.
いや、違うな。
Before long, the four of them realized the contradiction. The real academy that they know has already been closed down and its gardens abandoned. Their verdant should have been withered away into ruins by now. But the plants in these gardens are vivid. In the first place, all those plants bloom in spring. It should be autumn, October right now.
難しく考えるな。本来実在しないはずの俺やお前がいる時点ですぐに気づけるだろう。
We shouldn't have originally existed in the time period. Yeah, pretty much.
相変わらず偉そうね。第一、お前って呼び捨てにしないでってあれほど。
I told you to call me by my name.
お姉様。
ここはまだバーチャル空間。夢の中ってことなんだね。
Huh? The four of them tell each other about what they saw up until now. About the world, that splitting image of reality that exists in Mutsuki's dream. And the same events that occurred in reality have unfolded in there over and over again. It's like looking at the Minto Garden. That's a replica of reality. and like looking at opposing mirrors. Like looking at the Matryoshka doll.
あの世界本当にリアルだった。バビロンみたいに。
人々の行動とか考え方とかもとっても本物みたいで IO システムで動いてるのかと思いました。
もしもバビロンや IO がさらに進化を遂げたとしたら、俺たちと同じことを感じるかもしれないな。
おかしな考えよね。だってあんなにリアルな光景を目の当たりにしたのに、現実そのものではなく現実を模倣したバビロンの方を連想するなんて。
でも僕たちが体験してきたことはバビロンの IO にそっくりだったじゃないか。デジャブを覚えるくらいに。
Yeah. So basically, Mercurius. Yes.
初めてバビロンを経験した時と同じような感覚がありましたね。あの奇妙な懐かしさと一体感。
Okay.
まるで俺たち自身がプレイヤーでシャドウを操作してるようだった。
I was questioning this as well, like in the beginning of like Hinata Road, like how it feels for Shadow when a person is like logging in, you know? Because person who's logging is taking like Shadow experiences, right? That was like in the Hinata Road. So I was like questioning like how it feels from like Shadow perspective if someone is logging in. Ah.
なんだか怖いわね。
Ishtar wraps her arms around her body and shivers as if she is firmly holding herself in check.
夢の中とはいえ、自分自身に会うってのは気持ちのいいことではないですよね。
古来よりもう一人の自分、ドッペルゲンガーを見た人間は近く死が訪れると言われてきた。
ちょっと縁起の悪いこと言わないでよ。
何にせよ、僕たちは夢の中で僕たち自身を見ていた。干渉して歴史をあるべき方向へ修正していった。シャドウを操るように。
その末にようやくたどり着いた終着点。
Yeah, we got the password.
でもそこは終わりではなく、むしろ始発点、中継点の一つに過ぎなかったのよね。
そこにいたムツキは俺たちの属する世界のムツキではなく、
Pretty much.
夢の中の。
つまりはあれは夢が見ていた夢の世界だったってわけか。ややこしいわね。
俺たちはさらに外側の世界からやってきた。僕たちはどこまで深く潜ってしまったんだろう。
Yeah, they are literally like Mercurius. They don't even know their origins at this point.
こうも考えられませんか？この世界のさらに外側にも誰かいるって。
That someone is also in the world that lies further outside this one. Oh, right. There might be.
誰かってそいつが介入してきて私たちに歴史を修正させてるってこと？
I mean, yes, I'm sitting here and playing with you as shadows, I guess. Is this like fourth wall breaking, like literally fourth wall breaking? Are they like literally meaning me? Am I like omnipotent here? Is the reader the omnipotent being that's like revisiting the history?
その可能性はなきにしもあらずだな。認めたくはないが、さらに外側にいる存在。
Is that going to like create some random files in my PC, right? He interestingly surveys his
た
surroundings.
とえいたとしても見えるわけないわよ。夢の中で彼らに私たちが見えなかったみたいにね。
Okay.
物理法則には介護官しか聞かないのかもね。上からは下の存在が見えるけど、下からは上を見ることができない。
Being up above can see beings that lie down, but the reverse is impossible. Yeah, this is the same for like one-dimensional and two-dimensional creatures, three-dimensional creatures, and then four-dimensional creatures. Like it's literally the same. It's like two-dimensional have like can see only everything in like one plane, but they can be seen from the up because the three-dimensional creature can see from up. But they can't see it because they can only see in one dimension.
ほら、3次元にいる私たちには
I just said that.
空間は認識できても4次元空間が認識できないみたいな。
Yeah.
これまで時折感じてきた視線の主。それは他でもなく。
Okay, so they're talking about the eye. That's right. It couldn't have been anyone else.
この僕自身だったかもしれないなんて。
It could be myself.
夢の中で奇妙な光景、ミラーハウスのような空間で弓自身を見つめるたくさんの自分。
Uh-huh.
その中には昔の弓やお姉様や未来の弓までがいて、
無数に偏在する自分か。ドッペルゲンガーどころじゃないわね。
夢の中を僕が見下ろしていたように、このさらに上から僕を見下ろしている僕。
We're looking for the dream. Okay.
僕は僕の見てた夢の一部に過ぎないのか。
Oh my god, we're diving so deep in this. He bites his lip. Up until now, he's hacked various systems by using others by computers as stepping stones. Accepting the theory from earlier means that they were used as stepping stones by a consciousness of even higher stratum. Also that Mutsuki did, also that Marduk didn't notice them. Okay. They were Trojan horses employed by the higher strata consciousness. To someone like him, who has such immense pride, this realization is intolerable disgrace. I guess someone's using the god of internet as the stopping stone. Damn.
だとしたら話はどんどん複雑回帰になっていくわね。だってそうでしょ。この上層にも見えない世界があるとして、そのさらに上には存在しないな。
そうですね。
The worlds are superposed, just like real space and cyberspace has overlapped in their world. Imaginary space, which can be perceived by them. That's one of them as well. It's possible that it's not merely three worlds that have superposed, but rather countless layers of worlds that are overlapping. A multi-layer construct world. That's the world that exists below this, another one below that, another one below that one. There's a world that exists above this one, and another one above that, and another one above that one.
多層世界仮説か。
Yep. We cross over the dimensions of the real world that we live in, or at least that we are aware of. There's even a higher world, another one above that one, and so on. Infinite layers below us as well. This is similar to the concept of Triasha something. The whole universe of the billion words that meant Buddha enlightenment in Buddhism. Short form WMWMH. Whatever. Yeah, okay. Somewhere in some visual novel, I don't know which one. Oh, I know where it is. This multi-layer world hypothesis, like we are like here and like there's like layers outside. I remember like a picture of this, basically somewhere. I remember where I saw this. That was in Mavlov. We had a picture representation of this, like showing on PC when that was described or something. Don't remember exactly, but I saw the picture of this. Like representation. That was in Mavlov, right? True.
認めたくはないが、それを受け入れることで、いろんなことの辻褄が合うのもまた。
So this has been so many years since I've read Mavlov. Fuck, that if you accept it, clears up a lot of
例の
things.
視線のことだけじゃない。理解を超えた数々の怪現象。
Okay.
皆既月食と同時に起きたネット空間の総転移。永遠に続く満月。リアルスペースとサイバースペースの重ね。さらには、決してありえない遅延波と先進波のバランス崩壊。俺たちの意識が
Advanced
時間
waves.
の逆行。過去転移もだ。
What's the advanced waves? Magnetic waves derived from the Maxwell equation. Temporal symmetry with the normal electromagnetic waves transmitted from the past to the future. Retarded waves. Therefore, they have the property of being transmitted from the future to the past. Okay, so it's just the other way around. Also, all of the advanced waves are drawn out due to interference by the waves, which is why they aren't usually able to be observed. Because of remnant particle left behind, theoretical existence point, the story is hard to believe, but by thinking about it, triggers micro world, it solves many problems.
あんな馬鹿げたこと通常なら起こり得るはずがないんだ。それもそのはずだ。俺たちの世界にはいるはずのない存在が介入したことで予期せぬエラーが起きたからだ。物理法則が狂ったからだ。やってはいけないことをしてしまったのだ。ゼロで序残するみたいにな。
Yeah.
僕らの世界は僕らの知らない間に夢の世界になってしまったのか、バーチャル空間になってしまったのか。
Pretty much. So I was right in the beginning of the game when I was like questioning if Io world, like Hinata world where Hinata lived, is even like a real thing. I was like actually talking. Did I like guess the Io like ending or something in the beginning of Hinata Road? Did I do that again? Is it another visual novel when I figured out kind of the ending? In like first 2 episodes? What the fuck?
それともリアルとバーチャルが重ね合わされたどこでもない世界を見ているだけなのか。
Mime is pointing at clock stationed in the gardens. 4:01 a.m.
針が動いてないわね。故障。
ここも時間が静止してるのか。分かってても気味が悪いな。
現実とネットの中では時間の体感速度が違いますけど、そういうことなんでしょうか。ほら、何度もありえないログインとログアウト繰り返したみたいですし。
It's like your program that glitched before.
俺たちの消化体が狂ってしまったか。それともこの空間そのものが光と等速で移動してるのか。
Okay, sure. Moving, but to where? Light, them appears there were flapping her shining wings. Okay, so that's the Alice in the Wonderland, I guess. Late? For what? Hasn't the time come to a halt? The powder that Lem scatters begins to cover the entire area. Before long, light wraps up the 4 of them. And when the vision returns, 2 of them are standing in the elevator hall. Okay, just 2 of them. Okay. So Hinata and Yumi. The 4 of them aren't standing there, just Hinata and Mayumi.
どうなって。
おそらくさらに外の世界へログアウトしたんだと思いますけど。
Okay. Perhaps someone's riding the elevator, as the elevator floor light keeps moving up and down, over and over again. It shows no signs of stopping on this floor.
お姉様たち、どこへ行ったのかしら。
多分あのコアの螺旋階段を下っていた時と同じだよ。見えないだけできっとすぐそばにいるさ。
Yeah, you got separated into your own dimensions. Mayumi nervously grasps her
そ
rosary.
れにしてもなんでこんな世界ができてしまったんだ。こんなに複雑にねじくれてしまったんだ。
I don't know, Hinata. You are asking good questions, but we have no
どれ
answers.
が本物で、どれが偽物なんでしょう。
わからない。
Everything's fake. What do they seek? What are they looking for? Cruel reality? False tranquility?
そもそも今僕らは本当にログアウトしてるのか。 それともログインしてるのか？
Yeah, how do you know it's logging out?
それさえもわからない。
Elevator keeps moving up and down. Both the up and down cell buttons for it are lit. And yet it still shows no sign of stopping at this floor.
僕らはどっちに行きたいんだ？どっちが？
Hinata looks weird on this sprite. His mouth is gone. At that moment, the elevator in front of Hinata arrives. Okay. A door slowly opens. In it
ああ
is another Hinata. He jumps back in shock. What the fuck is happening? Okay. What if like all the elves are actually clones of Hinata? And it's like army of Hinatas fighting he who's Hinata and what the fuck? uh... Hinata and the boy, who's the spreading image of him, are standing in front of the elevator. I'm about to discover my higher layer conscience. The boy has a sorrowful look in his eyes, the same as Hinata's. A twin? No, it's Hinata's very own shadow that he once released into virtual space. Hinata. Okay. Okay. So this is our avatar from Babylon from Road A. And this shadow belonged to this, so this is Hinata from Road A, this is his shadow. Okay, so as expected, so yeah, his shadow too, okay.
そんなここは
So I was right in Hinata Road. When I said multi-layered thing. Hinata points directly at Hinata.
君はどこにいる？
Where are you? Interesting. The ones that should not currently know that. The ones that should not currently know that. A second later, everything is wrapped up in light. Okay. It's like this Hinata, like the capital letters Hinata, accusing Hinata for not logging in for such a long time, and he's like losing his mind here. As being a shadow. Or something. He and Ishtar stand in front of the bookshelf.
やれやれ。
So they are in school. Okay.
もう混乱するってのに。
So they were not close actually. They are in a totally different place. Ishtar stamps her
そんな
feet.
に私たちが憎いのかしら。
いや、その逆かもな。
逆？
なあ、誰かが俺たちに何かを知らせようとしてる。
誰かって、まさか。
一人しかいないな。
Muski.
じゃあここに私たちが飛ばされてきたのも。
うん。額面通りに受け取れば、調べ物をしろってことなんだろうが。
Right as he says that, a nearby monitor suddenly displays something.
おお、これはサービスのいいことで。
Okay.
ちょっと邪魔、見えないってば。
Ishtar pushes he out of the way and peeks at the monitor. Okay, the lunar eclipse. Embedded timestamp 426. So that was the first one, right? I think it is the first one.
これ第一月食
Yeah.
なあ、忘れもしない。すべての始まりだ。この月食と時を同じくして、サイバースペースがどこかの空間と相転移した。中身がごっそりと入れ替わってしまった。いや、むしろ重なり合ってしまったと言うべきかな。
それってどこなのかしらね。
今ならわかる気がするよ。
本当に？どこよ？
Okay, enlighten us, please.
ここさ。
はあ？ここ？
Okay.
そうだ。ムツキの夢の中だ。
Oh,
じゃあ
sure.
何？私たちはネットにログインするたびに真の夢をアクセスしてたってこと？
少し語弊はあるが、まあそういうことだ。俺たちがネット空間に及ぼした出来事は、ムツキの夢に影響を与え、同時にムツキの夢で起きた出来事はネットに影響を与えた。
Exit effect on the net. Okay. So just as reality and cyberspace overlapping, the cyberspace overlapping with the dream. So that's why we have like the three dimensions axis overlapping with each other. The moon, the sun, and the earth. Okay.
だからムツキはエニグマの中にいながらにして外界の様子を知ることができたし、
Status of the outside world even as she rests silently in the enigma. Okay.
ネットの方は次から次へと怪奇な現象が発生してしまった。そして今度はそんな大変な空間とリアルスペースとが重なり合ってしまった。
その結果が一連の事態の正体だと。
なあ、皮肉なことにその発端となる原因は俺たちが夢にハッキングをかけてしまったからだが、
Yeah, pretty much.
いやいや、もっとも俺たちの世界の発端を作ったのは別の俺たちかもし
Those
れ
who
ない。
created the origin on our world is another us. I mean, yeah, if like you are under like layers of loggings, then yeah, some way higher entity is above you, as we established before already. I guess he glares at the ceiling because he says that.
まあもっとも本当にそんなこと起こり得るのかどうか俺には判断できないがな。夢とサイバースペースがつながるなんて。
But the problem is like, what happens? Okay, this is kind of terrifying now when I think about this. Like, what if like whoever is like, you know, on the top of the food chain basically, like whoever is like logging as them. If I think about this, the programs just realize that they are being controlled. Wouldn't you like, you know, delete them? Wouldn't like the person that is like actually using them would start being afraid, like, oh, they gained consciousness. Oh wait, that's like not good. Ah,
ありえないとは言い切れないわ。心理学者カール・グスタフ・ユングは著書の中でこう言ってるの。人は
restart fiddles with the computer terminal to instantly bring up the reference book from the sea of the net.
集合的無意識、個々人の有している個人的無意識よりもさらに深層にあるとされている精神世界。そこは果てなく広大で、さらには個人を隔てる境界が存在しないそうなの。まるで生命誕生前のコアセルベートのように。だからこそシンクロニシティといった現象や原型と呼ばれる概念が生まれるらしいんだけど、
Concept of archetypes. Exists a set of similar personalities and images to collective unconsciousness all humans can recognize. Oh, really? I never heard about this. Regardless of era or culture. Images are as the self, the shadow, and the animus. The feminine personality within the man's psyche and the vice versa. And the Great Mother among others. I never heard about this.
あの100匹目の猿現象もつながり合った集合的無意識を通して伝播してるって考えられてるみたい。
精神世界の横のつながりね。要するにこういうことか。精神世界も一種のバーチャル世界。故に何かの拍子に別のバーチャル世界とつながる可能性だってあると。
そう、さすが察しが早いわね。
そういえばムツキは IO を作った後に夢の中でマルドゥークの夢に遭遇したとブログの中で書いてたな。
Marduk's dream. So, As we dive in Mutski's dream as Mutski inside dream of Marduk, is Marduk also sleeping? But we encountered Marduk. She's not sleeping. I mean, I guess we can't take this face value. Yeah, just like Mutski woke up and talked to us, right? Yeah.
無限に続く多層構造の世界。始まりもなければ終わりもない。私は
I see it in a dream.
私の脳がそれを見る。
Oh no, Marduk is in Mutski dream. Because Mutski is technically Marduk's brain, right?
私は眠っているから常に目を閉じている。だから私の見ているものは誰にも見えないし、誰もが見ているものは私には見えない。観測者がいない。確率の波の中で揺れ動いている。世界には果てもなく存在し、あらゆることが起こり得る。誰も見ていなかったから。
そこでも多層構造の世界の話が出てきた。何か関係があるのか？
もう一つ気になることがあるわ。横は分かったけど、縦の場合はどうかしら。夢とサイバースペースっていう横軸での関係はだいたい予想ができたけど、縦の多層構造化した世界同士では影響を与え合うのかしら。
Okay, so they just like figured out what we had just before this,
影響し
the
合って
multi-layer thing. Having the effect on each other, yeah, because if they're like horizontal, they do not affect each other realistically.
まず俺たちが仮想の世界で体験したことは俺たちの世界で起きたことの繰り返しだった。逆に仮想世界で起きたことが上層世界に影響を与えることもあった。下でムツキが目覚めた後に、
ひょっとしたらもともと上層の現象は重ね合わせの曖昧な状態で、仮想の状態を決定したことで上にも伝播して確定されたという考えも。
何にせよ、なぜこんな風に多層構造の世界が生まれたのか。
おまけにどれもこれもコピーされたみたいに全く同じ世界なのよね。
Ishtar size.
それはどうかな。
Who?
レムか。
Oh, them, okay.
ごめんと。でもさっきのはちょっと外れ。
At which part?
さっきの？
ほれほれタルちゃんさ、コピーされたみたいに全く同
It's not exact copy.
言ってたじゃん。
それがどうかしたの？だって
シャラープタルちゃん
Shut up.
やろうものが不甲斐ないな。チミ、その左の目は何のためにあるのかの？
That left of yours is for again? Yep.
え？
The left eye, the eye that sees the color of the truth, imaginary vision.
視覚をどこまで信用してるの？目の錯覚やトリックアートはなぜ成立するの？タルちゃんが見てる赤はよその人には赤という名の青かもしれないのにね。
Okay. He must have said something like that. That's the philosophical problem born from qualia. Really? Neuroscience jargon. Oh, great. I'll just read it fast, I guess. Mental states. Red we sense. When we see apple. Any stimuli we experience as the result. Thus, we would explore both ways. Sorry, YouTube, if this is too fast, just pause the video and read it if you want. Would explore both way, apple molecular structure, wavelength, like well, make it stand out. Shade of red. However, we can know. Yeah, 8 pages. Can you imagine? This is the longest probably we ever had. And in the beginning, it just said it's neuroscience jargon. Wow. However, we can't know if everyone who perceived those wavelengths assigned them feelings with the redness and blueness. It's like taking a red pill or blue pill. This is going to like reference Matrix. It's well known that feel sensations known as pain when we are hurt and comfort when enter with the warm bath due to magnetic signals. Signals themselves do not actually create pain and comfort, yeah? These are just signals that we interpret it that way. In other words, the state of electrical impulses in one brain and sensory creates therefore can be thought of the two separate things. Qualia is concept given to a generally sensation that cannot be just explained by the brain current status. About like all pills. Because qualia is connected to things in people's consciousness that can be explained, which is biology, chemistry. Qualia have been repeatedly connected to philosophy, as most things that can be explained just with language and the physical traits. For example, when Mr. A and Mr. B see the same red apple, they both sense the same redness. What if concept of Mr. A calls red and Mr. B uses it to describe something blue? That means that he's colorblind, basically. Philosophy can explain anything, apparently, and they can't figure it out in Chisotsu. They have just one job. This raises an interesting question. Suppose an AI, which is generally said have no consciousness, process the color of red apple via its sensor, it registers light as being red. Can it be said that AI possesses the consciousness as it perceives redness like we do? This in turn can raise another question. Can it be said that living creatures other than humans have consciousnesses? Does that consciousness experience the same quality as we do? Can we say that humans other than ourselves have consciousnesses? And they're experiencing the same qualia? The questions go on and on and on. You know what? I'm going to tell you something that at some point now this make me like reminded me of a question I had like many years ago when I was a kid. Like it's hard to explain. It's like if you're like you, right? You are looking and you can like see your hands and stuff, right? But why it's you who have this vision, you know, like you see from like first person perspective. Does other person see everything in the same first person perspective as you do? Like, do they also have like the same like peripheral vision and stuff? Like why you as you actually see what you see? If does it makes any sense to you? I have questions like that like many years ago, and it just awoken them again. How do I know if you see the same thing as I do? Like I don't know why I see everything like that. I don't know. Hard to describe. Hope you know what I mean. Think about it. That's the philosophical problem born from qualia. Or perhaps you could describe it this way. The truth is not always as it seems to naked eye. For example, the sword itself. Ishtar closes her right eye to view the world with just her left. And when she does... Oh? Why do I know you exist? You don't know. When she does, Lem's entire body glows with radiant light. Okay. And they're thrown out to some unknown location. Great! The next ones to appear there are Hinata and Mayumi. Judging by appearances, it's a virtual space.
そうでした。うっかりしてましたけど、 そもそもここはメモリ空間でしたね。
What? I'm confused now. What the fuck happened? What? Like, YouTube, we're on stream right now, it's very late, and I questioned chat, like, what we should record. White Album 2 or IO? And it was like, whatever, and I said, IO is less mind-tasking. I was wrong. I might have made a mistake. I thought I started understanding stuff. Apparently not.
エニグマで眠るムツキの夢の中、すなわち
Yeah, inside Marduk's memory. We're inside Mutsuki's dream as she sleeps inside the main Enigma. And Enigma is part of Marduk, so we are inside Marduk's memory. Okay, so far so good.
ようやくいろんなことが分かった気がする。
Oh, due to the nature of being a quantum computer, the AI loaded into Marduk has, unlike all of its predecessors, developed complete self-awareness. Like a single, full-fledged, independent life form. Let's shut it down. It's dangerous.
だからマルドゥークは夢だって見る。
夢はバーチャル空間として他の夢ともつながっていく。ずっと以前にムツキが遭遇したマルドゥークの夢とは自分の夢とマルドゥークの夢とがつながり合ったビジョンだった
Just
んだ。
long ago, Mutsuki had a vision that the dreams from Marduk she encountered were dreams connected to her own.
マルドゥークは量子的な計算によって並列的に無数の夢を見ている。
Which explains the observed multi-layered structure.
そしてあの2032年4月の第一月食とともに夢とサイバースペースとが重なり合った。
量子コンピューターのメモリ内で密接につながり合っていた2人の夢はサイバースペースが介入してきたことでシステム的な異常を起こした。
System anomaly occurred when cyberspace intervened between the two related dreams, connected within the quantum computer memory. Jesus! Wait, was that... That was... Sayas. That was Sakuya's sprite, and it changed into... Mutsuki. Just like this, the system anomalies that occurred in computers that day. The reason why is because that's when the computer dreams were connected to the net space. Does that mean that Mutsuki tried to like get to be together with her brother? I will leave you with this question for now. Basically, the simple junction of dreams received the effect of the quantum computer's anomalous operation and grew complex. Eventually, even the innumerable dreams produced by Marduk herself got dragged into the mess, entangling Mutsuki's very consciousness. Sakuya. Furthermore, each of them became quantumly superposed, giving them complicated influences over each other. In other words, that means Mutsuki was mentally taken captive by Marduk. Yeah, pretty much. That we figured out some time ago, like we made this assumption. Also, not only assumption, Marduk literally said that she's not going to let Mutsuki go. She's literally taking her captive. This is a escapeless infinite corridor of dreams. It's like a chain of possibilities produced by Marduk. Initial chaos was nothing more than the ordinary malfunction, but now she is acting as a means to secure her own ego, that is Enigma. Almost like a child clinging to her mother. Yeah, pretty much, we know that. Meaning that if they were to release Mutsuki from Enigma, perhaps they could dismantle this labyrinth chain of dreams, revealing Mutsuki's true dream. The problem is, how do we do this? Hinata and the others could find not only that, but also the ward to which they should return.
いや待てよ、そもそもムツキをエニグマから切り離すにはその前に本物のムツキの居場所を見つけなくちゃいけないわけだ。
I tell you, like 100%. I'm sure. 100%. She's on the moon. Come on. The Fury from like Road A, and then like Yayoi says that we have moon base. Come on, she's on the moon. Like I swear, her body is on the moon. We're going to the moon.
ちくしょう、ダメだ。これじゃまた堂々巡りだ。
ねえひなたくん、マルドゥークの無数の夢はまだ現象が確定してない曖昧な状態ってことだから、誰かが観測して結果を確定してあげれば一つに収縮するんじゃ。
Okay, so someone have to get a peek into the box to see how it actually looks. Okay.
ダメだよ。今の僕らは夢の内部に組み込まれてる。言うなれば
Is there someone, some third party that can do that for us?
観測して現象を確定できるのは外部観測者だけで。
Yeah, exactly.
だから夢の中で起きたことは確定できても、夢の外側で夢同士の関係に影響を及ぼすこと、シュレディンガーの猫だって、箱の中にいる猫
Is there someone else who can observe them?
確定させること。
Where's the real Mutsuki? Where's the reality we must aim for? If the possibilities are shrinking, where should we head? Maybe we can take help from Ashur or something? The setting changes once more.
もういい加減にしてください。
Suddenly Mayumi is all alone. Hinata is gone. It's almost like scenario Ashur of Babylon. You gotta wake up. We've gotta wake her up. Mayumi grows impatient. How many more times must they repeat this process to awaken from the dream? Is waking even something that can be achieved through repetition? Other existence is real or virtual? Where is the evidence that proves that they aren't shadows? Is there the end of this? Or was there a beginning? Where is this all headed? Will it even arrive anywhere? Okay, and we have Ea here. Why is so fixated on reality? Ea appears before her. She speaks directly into her head with a voice that is not a voice. If it is a dream, then what does it matter if it remains a dream? Enlighten me. What's the difference between dreams and reality? Mayumi can't answer. Instead, she responds with another question.
ユミたちはどこから来たの？どこへ向かってるの？
Imagine like the ultimate plot twist, like end of the game, is going to be all of it was just a dream. And we just woke up. We're just waking up and like nothing happens. Like that's the end. Like we just woke up. We just had the weirdest shit crazy dream and we are just going to school next day. As if nothing happened. Voice that's not a voice in the head. Yeah. This is... That is the least of your worries. Are you sure you are not misunderstanding where you are? Where here is? If you don't even understand now, there is no beginning, nor an end, is there? To run away from reality and immerse yourself in dreams, to deny the reality before your eyes and seek an imaginary reality. I hope without Sakue at least. Is that not the exact thing you're attempting?
ありもしない現実。
Yeah, we talked about the imaginary reality before. It's that one point when the real space and cyberspace were supposed to converge. But at this point, we know that all of this is just a dream. Or a bunch of dreams. You are merely peering into your own heart. All while disguising the weakness of your heart. There never was the multi-layer world to begin with. Stop fucking with my head, please. Jesus. You have only been in the real world, diving deeper and deeper into yourself. Like gazing into overlapping mirrors. Not understanding means that you don't understand. Thanks. Like gazing into your own reflection in someone else's eyes. There's no possible way for infinity to exist. If there were no end, then how you be standing still here?
じゃあこれはただの錯覚だというの？
Ea casts down her eyes in sadness. Yumi, use your other eye. Just close your eye and just use the imaginary vision. You can do this as well, just like Ishtar did. Location changes. Great. Mayumi truly standing all alone. This time, it is Enlil who stands before her. She conveys her thoughts directly into her mind, just as Ea did before her. Okay. There's nothing more vain than to desire something else. Okay. What you truly desire is in fact not someone, but your own self inside that someone's heart. Right, that is not love, but narcissism. This is equivalent to gazing in a mirror. What reflects off that surface is merely your own face.
そんな
What the fuck? What the fuck, Enlil? What are you doing? And that someone's heart is the same as, well, the true feelings of others can never be known. You can do nothing but guess as you reflect upon the reflection of that person within your own heart. Oh my god. We are forever blind. Are these the voices of your hearts? Are these those women's true feelings? The power of the heart, huh? Maybe it's like Mineko. Maybe without love it can't be seen, or something. Is her philosophy is the game just talking mad bullshit randomly? I question a lot of things now. I don't know what to think. No, that's not it. Their words are extremely one-sided. Their intent to mislead is clear. This Enlil and Ea are both shadows. They are functioning through the will of the one pulling their strings. In which case, Mayumi clenches her fists.
でも鏡に映るのは一人だけじゃないでしょ？
Yeah, it reflects all the surroundings.
あなたはずっと一人ぼっちだった。長い孤独の末にようやく手に入れた相互理解も瞬く間にすれ違ってしまって。
That's right. That which has come to pass will never return.
だからこそ彼女を求めた。
Desire cannot be restrained, even with the full understanding that desire is a vain thing.
なぜならあなたは心のどこかで理解を求めていたから。
This is not because she's experienced the deprivation of mutual understanding, that she desires to understand, to be understood more than anyone else.
もう無理をしないで。
Enlil gives a lonely smile. Yet another transfer. I wonder if I'm going to cut this somewhere. Or like... What am I going to do with this episode? Yet another transfer. This time he's not standing alone. Anu is sitting in a chair in front of him. Oh, we're going to have a history lesson. She also speaks to his mind. The entire world is wrapped in the chaos right now. The 100th monkey phenomenon may have given birth to the global scale terrorism.
そんなはずはない。そんな現象はありえない。
Why? Then what about your existences? How do you explain the existence of he?
なんだって。
Is it not possible to say that he was actualized by the 100th monkey? That the desires of his existence turned the urban legend into reality? Huh. I actually never thought about that. And your companion's arrival itself affirms that phenomenon.
だとしたら。
Right. Maybe the world was reincarnated from its correct form to the form everyone desires. Did the planet got like hit by the Trakkun and we got isekai'd and reincarnated? What the fuck? Monkeys made him. Maybe reality was forced to undergo a phase transition. This shadow of Anu is acting different from the two from earlier. Her attitude is different from them. Different? Is she not the one controlling Anu's shadow? Perhaps it's her instead. Believe in yourself, and as long as you can believe, don't stop believing. If you do that, thoughts are gathered, wishes are granted.
そして。
Anu nods firmly. How many transfers does it make? I don't know. What is going to be... I'm just... Can like next big novel that we're going to have on the channel after IO cannot be that complicated? Or do we like this? I think we like this, but god damn it. I mean, I guess in the meantime I'm playing Chusotsu, so that's kind of brainwashing. Yeah, that's a nice thing. Right now, Hinata is looking up at the sky all alone. Many flowers and incense sticks have been propped up against the fence. The flowers are brand new. Smoke rises from the incense sticks. When he looks down across the other side of the fence, he sees reddish-black flowers scattered that have bloomed recently, having been put on the school building. The lost iced teas. His brethren that desired self-destruction for some reason. Yeah, so that's the time when like they started jumping off the roof and stuff, right? They danced in the air, as if looking for something that wasn't here, as if seeking a place that wasn't here. Why? The meaning of death. Hinta still can't understand even that.
僕には知らないことがまだ多すぎる。
Okay. Oh, suddenly Sakuya is standing before his eyes. Okay, so this is the Shadow Sakuya. The one that they released to the Babylon. The childhood friend he hasn't seen in a while, his partner. She's definitely a shadow, but... Suddenly Sakuya starts stalking in his mind. Is it really that bad to not know? Do you really need information that much? Humans go from birth to death, only learning a small fraction of the information in the world. In spite of that, why do you become so desperate and the desire to learn everything? The information society, the real world is being eroded by what's virtual. This is what I think. It's not information that's virtual. What's virtual, what's an illusion, is the necessity and the demand of information. No. What the fuck did you just said? I lost you somewhere. What? I have a feeling like even Mercurius was like not that convoluted. Can we bring back Mercurius? He was making sense at least. What? Oh, another headache. Great. Hinata is suddenly assaulted by the headache. Are false memories via a simulation real or fictional? Oh god. Back to Hinata Road again. When like he was sleeping and he said he saw someone. These were like fake memories or whatever. We are back on the road A again. Then are dreams real or fictional? Oh my god.
僕ら
Please don't.
それでも知らなくちゃいけない
Don't do this to me.
知ることそれこそが生きる意味だ
Learning, that's what it means to live. Okay?
知るために僕らは生きてる
And we cannot learn in dreams, right? Because dreams are a collection of what we already knew. That's the answer to whatever thing they asking.
情報を未来へ伝達するためにね僕らはある種情報という入れ物を乗せた乗り
But what is it that awaits you at the end of all that? Death? Right?
死
Yeah.
最後に僕らは死を知る
That's right. When humans face their own death, they learn the true meaning of it. They learn its true nature, and they cannot pass it to the generations, because that's when the cycle ends. That's why Nergal said like you cannot show death to the living and living to death or something like that. There was something like that. Okay, so that's what he meant. Like you cannot like pass the knowledge of this. In other words, humans are born to die.
あるいはね
No shit, Sherlock. Possibly. You're lying. That can't be true. But all living creatures meet death at their last moment with no exceptions. That's not it. That's not what it is I want to say. The end alone, the result alone isn't everything. We don't know the meaning, we don't need to. When the stream crashed? When we were talking about death? That's then true. Absolute comedy. If that actually was the case. I don't know when exactly it crashed. We don't know the meaning, we don't need to. So maybe we're searching for that and living. I was refreshing it and basically I kept hearing the headache sound effect and you kept saying another headache every time. Okay. That's right, the meaning of life is to search for the meaning of being born.
僕はそれをまだ見つけていない
It's okay that you still haven't found it. You haven't found it yet. So, come back alive. Sakuya face makes it look like she's offering up a prayer. It begins to be sucked into a light.
必ず生きて帰ってくる約束
That's right, we all made a promise. To come back alive, huh? Why is Sakuya teaching him philosophy? Because moon rabbits. The spiral staircase that seems to go on and on for eternity. Just like this road seems to go for the eternity. But it's time to end. So, thank you YouTube for being with me, thank you for watching this episode. I don't know if this is one episode or two episodes, but I think like this is a good place to stop before we dive deeper into the staircase of infinity. Thank you once again. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have many questions, or maybe you understand more than I do. I don't know. Philosophy, right? Thanks for watching, click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for Pocket Watch is going out.